Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Today we're going to take a look at an application for the use of either the SunPack S34 gas heater or an Infratech WD 6000 watt patio heater. So let's see what kind of conditions we have here. First of all, our patio cover is roughly 10 foot high, and I believe this is about 14 feet deep, and you'll see we have a slope ceiling here. There's actually not in this model here, but right off of this post we have a lamp up here in the middle, a lamp in the center of the patio, and another lamp in the other off the other center post here. Also, you notice that we have a bay front, so although there's not crashing waves out here, we do have some corrosive issues that we have to keep in mind, and which heater would be better for this environment. So let's place some SunPack heaters here, and with the gas heaters we have and we're going to angle these heaters because of our lights up here, and also the fact that I believe the client is looking to have these placed off of this beam. This beam might be covered with a facade, so it might be a little bit larger than this, and we'd have to keep our clearances based off of whatever might be there. So right now I have an 8-inch clearance from this edge to the edge of the heater, and then from here to the top of these wooden joists here I have 17 inches of clearance. But you can see, oh, and also I have these placed at about 8.5 foot, 8.7 foot center to center on these heaters here. So with the rays of that, place that on, you'll see we have fairly nice coverage of the entire space. We're missing a little bit of coverage over here at the end, but not much, and then this edge over here as well. But from right to left we have a total coverage of this area. In fact, we have a lot of over coverage here and here, obviously, so those would be really warm places. Now I know this location, again, as I stated, it's up by the beach, and there's a lot of wind that comes through this channel here from the waterfront. And what I'm afraid of with this application is that the wind will start pushing into the heater back area here. There's a vent right here, and it'll start forcing some of the exhaust product down through the face of the unit, and that could cause damage to the grill, as well as when it's more than a breeze. Let's say you get into the 5 to 10 mile an hour wind movement or air movement, then the heaters aren't as efficient because there's a ceramic plate in here that has to be heated properly, and if the wind is pushing those gases around, it's not going to function properly. Now on perfectly calm days that would not be a issue, but I know in this location here there's going to be a lot of wind, so it's something to consider. Also, being that these are gas heaters, again, we need to keep that clearance from the combustible material above the heater. So that's the SunPack heater. I'll go ahead and turn that off, and we'll place some W series Infratech heaters in here. Let's go over the heater real quickly. Here we have a 6-inch clearance from here, and then we have a 6-inch clearance actually from this edge here to the top of this structure, or to the bottom of the structure. And these heaters are 5 foot 1 1/8 inch long. Excuse me, they're 51 inches long roughly, and these are WDs, so they have 2 elements inside of the heater itself. And you also see that we have them placed in the same locations, 8.5 to 8'7", inches, 8 foot 7 inches to center. And let's go ahead and look at the ray here, and you'll see that we have pretty much the same kind of coverage, although the center here isn't as overlapping. But as far as the overall coverage of this patio, you'll see that we have a really good overall coverage. Again, we're missing a little bit of this edge here, but you're not going to be occupying this edge of the patio for the most part. So now the benefits of having an Infratech electric heaters in this environment is the fact that with the air movement, it doesn't affect any of the operation of the heater itself. So the heater itself is going to run effectively 100%. So that's something to consider with the application, as well as the fact that, you know, with the Infratech, we're also able to reduce the clearances because there's no exhaust flowing up here. We're able to reduce the clearances to combustible, and with this view, you know, obviously we are able to stick the heater up a little bit higher, so that it's not protruding down into the space as much. So I know my client has experience with this on another property, and they're real concerned with the corrosion that they've experienced on the other property. But it would be my recommendation to still consider the Infratech much more heavily because of that wind issue, number one, and the corrosive issue is still going to be there with a gas heater. In fact, there's more components inside the gas heater than there are in the electric heater that you would have to service. So keep that in mind when you make your decision. But overall, I think this would probably be the better choice for this particular application. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to call us. And we thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.